I continue to share with you what I have read and what I find interesting. This is in terms of repetition, and it also makes me think about these issues again as I prepare my presentation. I interpret what I read, combine it with my other readings on the subject, and share it with you. I want to thank all the viewers for giving me this opportunity. Eating in an environment with people you have never met, emerged with the culture of living in the city with people you have never met. The workspace shift from home was pivotal in the birth of dining establishments. The restaurant concept flourished in an burgeoning urban landscape where leisure activities transcended the bourgeoisie and become accessible to the working and petty bourgeoisie. The evolution of slavery in the 20th century further fueled this evolution. The aftermath of the 1789 French Revolution saw the birth of the first restaurant in Paris, the bourgeoisie. Now, with disposable income, sought indulge in fine dining and exotic cuisines. They also desired to conduct business meetings in a more public setting. Thus, the concept of a restaurant emerged from the societal upheaval of the Revolution. In the early 1800s, cafes, the original ancestors of restaurants, began to transform into restaurants. Cafe culture was quite widespread in Islamic geography, especially in the East. The owners of some cafes in Paris turned them into restaurants because they could serve over 100 dishes and lunch. This unprecedented approach to nutrition didn't initially appeal to the general public. The bourgeoisie and shopkeepers were regulars at restaurants. The first known restaurant was founded in Paris in 1765 by Monsieur Blanchet. The soup was always served before meals, claiming it was suitable for the sick. Therefore, the word restaurer, healer, gave these places their name. Menu, the French word for small, came into life as a phenomenon that defines and describes many dishes. In the 18th century, the French believed starting a meal with soup was good for health. After a while, this idea spread around the world with the spread of French culture. The word gastronomy was first used as the title of a poem in 1801. It was used in the Greek Gastronomia, written by Archestratus in the 4th century BC. It means a person who loves good food. Jean-Antoine Brillat-Savarin, one of the first gastronomes, said, "Gastronomy is any useful knowledge about human nutrition." Brillat-Savarin, who was a bourgeois and used the word gastronomy for the first time, fled to the United States due to political conflicts after the French Revolution, lived in New York, and worked to develop food culture there. In one of his books, Brillat-Savarin explained why he loved restaurants.
You can choose what you want. You know how much you can spend. You have access to luxury food from all over the world quickly.
You can choose what you want. You know how much you can spend. You have access to luxury food from all over the world quickly. This is how the restaurant and gastronomy first emerged. After entering our lives, there has been a significant change in eating habits, and it has become an indispensable public space. It is a development that will affect the recipes at home and take the food culture a different point. Moreover, the restaurant is a subject of sociology. This place, which affects human relations, urban culture, and business life, has become one of the prominent sectors of capitalism. Especially in countries like Turkey, the first question when people meet is, "What are we going to eat?" In addition, taking a new acquaintance to a restaurant and paying the total bill carries a sense of status, masculinity, and power. The person who pays for the meal asserts their status, and this delusion determines the power distribution in relationships. Moreover, the person who pays for the meal and spreads the delusion that they have this status covertly, perhaps without even realizing it themselves, often has no other cultural qualities to highlight. Therefore, paying for the whole meal is to attribute to oneself a value that is not one's own. This is often called hospitality. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye.